Good afternoon, students. Welcome to this online video presentation on our new practical of heat and mass transfer. Today, the aim of our experiment is to find out the thermal conductivity of a given metallic rod. Means, for any material, how can we find out the thermal conductivity of that material? So, following are the different experimental setup that we need. So, experimental setup that I will show you, we have different experimental setup. This experimental setup contains, I will show you all these apparatus one by one, which are already installed in our HMT lab of. So, these apparatus involve a voltmeter. Function of voltmeter you already know, to calculate the voltage. Second one involves ammeter, means how to measure the current. It is measured by a device called ammeter. Stopwatch. So we have different apparatus in experimental setup. First one involves voltmeter. Second one is ammeter. We also have stopwatch. Purpose of stopwatch is to measure the time required to bring the apparatus in steady state condition. We need a thermocouple. Purpose of thermocouple is to measure temperature. We can measure temperature with the help of thermometer. Also, one more device known as thermocouple. We generally installed thermocouples in 5 to 6 quantity to measure temperature. Obviously, power supply is required. Without power supply, this experimental setup will not work. We also need heating element. Why? Because thermal conductivity can be measured with the help of Fourier's law of heat conduction. So, in Fourier's law, Q equals to minus Ka dt upon dx. So, from where Q will come? Q is the heat transfer rate. So, heat will be transferred only when power supply will be there. Without power supply, Q is zero, means we cannot calculate thermal conductivity. So, we have to have external power source to measure thermal conductivity. Heating element is required because due to heating element temperature will increase. We will have a temperature gradient and then we can calculate thermal conductivity. We should have digital temperature indicator which will indicate temperature reading on machine. We should have voltage regulator known as variac. Voltage regulator will give us different value of voltages and we can vary the value of voltages